I'm Ted Berg for SNY.TV, and today on Know Your Enemy, we look at the Braves as the Mets head to Atlanta for a three-game set. Skyping into the studio is Craig Calcaterra from HardballTalk.com. Craig, how are you?
Doing well, Ted.
Braves have won 5 in a row. We're going to look at some good things for them first. I think one of the most encouraging signs of the early season, and all small sample size caveats have to apply, but Jason Heyward has really been hitting.
Yeah, it's been really encouraging. It's been especially encouraging to see him hitting lefties. And maybe this means that Freddie Gonzalez will not sit him and try to platoon him and do all those bad to Jason Heyward things that he did last year. So that's been a great sign.
Easy to forget that he's still so young.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's been around, this is his third season now. It feels like he's been around forever. People talk about him. Is he a bust? I mean, he's still a baby. Come on, give him some chances here.
The negative thing for the Braves so far has to be that about half their lineup isn't hitting.
Oh, see, no, that's not negative. If you're a Braves fan and you follow them, this is fabulous. Half the lineup is hitting. That never happens. I mean, seriously, the Braves, to be successful, given their pitching and given their bullpen, need Heyward, Martin Prado, Brian McCann, and whatever they can get out of Chipper Jones to be productive. And so far, those guys have been. I mean, if they get anything out of anyone else, it's gravy. Freddie Freeman, I think, actually has a chance to come around and be a little bit better. So in the bizarro world of Atlanta Braves baseball, where 4 runs is a lot, then this is actually an encouraging sign right now.
Well, you mentioned the pitchers, and I want to get to the matchups in this series. Tonight's starter, Tommy Hanson, we saw on opening day. He's good. Maybe cousins with the band Hanson, but needless to say, a very, very solid starter. I want to talk a little bit about tomorrow's starter, Randall Delgado, a guy we haven't seen much out of. What can we expect from him?
Well, if what he's been doing lately is what he does, you could expect him to throw very hard and have very poor command of his fastball. He's great. He's got a lot of future. He's still extremely raw. I don't think they've rushed him. I think he's done everything that he can do at the minor league level. But he just still doesn't seem to have his brain around how to attack hitters. He still has a bit of a deer in the headlights thing going on. Had one pretty decent start, so I mean, I'm not going to slag on the guy. It's not like he got blown up or anything. Jared Jurgens has been a much bigger concern. But Delgado is somebody who can easily be taken out of his game. If he has fastball command early on, then yes, it's a good sign for the Braves. If he's struggling a little early, going deep into counts, then you guys should all sit back, relax, and enjoy a good drubbing.
You mentioned Jurgens, and the Mets saw him and beat him up pretty good, and he had another rough start after that one. He's a guy who's had some injury troubles in the past, always sort of outperformed his peripherals. What's been happening for him this year, and is it a cause for concern?
It's a big cause for concern for Braves fans, I think. This is pure speculation, but it's reasonable speculation that he's not been really healthy for over a year. He had some elbow problems, and then that was compensated by some knee problems because it changed his delivery. I just don't think the guy's completely right. He's sort of getting under his pitches. He doesn't have strikeout stuff, as you mentioned. He's never been a big strikeout pitcher. He's been relying on contact, but he's elevating things, so he's getting hit harder than he normally does. And he's somebody that I do have a lot of concerns about, mostly because of health.
Craig, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Ted.
Remember, for all the latest Mets coverage, be sure to check in at MetsBlog.com, TedQuarters.net, and SNY.TV.